Okay, there is a server merge about to happen, so let's talk about that. And also, let's open some of those Advanced Meteor Chests over here on my account, because I cannot resist the temptation. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the server merge really quick. So, the reason why server merges happen, it should be because there's not as many active players in those groups of servers that the admins would like to. This causes less competition between the server becomes kind of dead, and also, well, with less competition, it comes less recharges. Of course, ignoring the recharges, I cannot deny that having competition in the game is something healthy, even though, well, it involves recharges most of the times, but even for those who don't recharge, playing in a server that ends up getting a little bit dead, it's not the best thing in the world just to be just you alone over there high in the arena with only 5 online other players. So server merges is a thing that usually happens, I would say once a year or once every 2 years, something like that. Since I played the game, I've already witnessed 2 if not 3 merges, this becoming the 3rd or the 4th, so let's just say that it's at least once a year that exists server merging. The biggest downsides on the server merging is how the server reacts itself. A lot of players don't like to lose their rank, and it's understandable, and even sometimes they actually do merges on servers that are actually active and they don't feel like they need any merges at all. The first big concern is, of course, the world boss. For those who are in a merged server, you guys already know that when you are playing the world boss, it becomes very laggy. Not just that, but the HP on the current world boss does not feel enough for so many players. Everybody gets so much power, sword and shield everywhere, they deal a lot of damage to world boss, and the world boss disappears in 1 minute or less in a lot of servers. I can tell you guys that I have reported the situation. I even sent them a video where I can just one-shot the world boss of my server. I have enough power to one-shot and not let anybody else playing the game, and I sent them and I'll be like, hey, I can one-shot this. Nobody else can play if I want to play my game properly, so can you please increase the world boss HP? I believe they will look into it. There's no confirmations yet, but let's hope for the best. My second concern related to the merge would be according to the numbers that are being merged. For those who know, servers have brackets. What is a bracket? So when you are playing CL over here, you can see that you can come to the ranking and you see the rankings of the players in your bracket. What is a bracket? A bracket is a group of 64 servers. So for example, my bracket is from 577 to 640. This means that all of the players in this 64 server bracket usually are scored over here according to their performance in CL. And at the end of the month, as you guys know, people just play over here for the top 8, fighting for the top 3, etc. Now, my concern, which I already tried to communicate with the devs about it and try to explain the best that I could, is that what will happen over here? What will happen over there? And let me explain. If a bracket is a group of 64 servers, this one is merging 31 with 69. And so it's above the 64. So what will happen to the players that are playing on the same server technically, but they belong on a different bracket? I already expressed my concern. I already tried to explain what was going on. I believe they are aware of that, and hopefully there should be no problems related to it. For example, as I was saying, my bracket is from 577 to 640. So this means that this one on 571, we will actually end up on the arena with players from the previous bracket. But those players should not play in the same CL as us. Well, I am hopeful that this merge will go well, hopeful that there's not many players quitting the game because of that, especially that I see some merges with absurd numbers. This is almost 100 servers, but let's hope the reason why this exists is because the amount of inactive players on those servers, and let's hope like this does not crash the game harder than it already is, because since people usually have connection problems playing World Boss, let's hope this doesn't ruin the gameplay even more for a lot of other people. The merge will happen on August 5, so it's in 3 days, which means it will be on Thursday. Keeping in mind there will be a maintenance time, so you will not be able to log in during this time, and you can just check the current time over here by pressing and holding your vidbar. Now, let's jump into the 25 Advanced Meteor Chests. Let's go use those 25 chests, and hopefully I can see already some of the golden ones. Ah man, I don't think I saw many of the gold star. Oh no. Star stones. I actually got some. Are they good? I don't think so. I don't use black and white. What is this? Increase your own special attack and physical attack by 20%. I mean 12%. Okay. Psychic. I don't use psychic types though, but it has superstar, increasing your own 15% max HP in battle and 20% res. Oh, this is actually a good one, but I'm not using any psychic type attacks. But what I can be using is a fighting type. Now, what we have here? Own crit increased. Beginning of each round, there's a 30% chance of increasing a 15% physical attack. I mean, not the worst. Skill damage, res, and what was the last one? Physical attack. I mean, could be better, could be better. I mean, since we are here, super ultimate as a golden one, when your own HP is lower than 30%, increase 50% skill damage and 100% crit. Okay. This actually feels like a perfect, if Hoopa was still in the meta, it's a perfect Hoopa Wish Star. But hey, there's people playing Primal Dialga, right? So this feels awesome for those who play like Primal Dialga and Eons, since you are unkillable for 1 round, so it feels very nice. Then we have a little bit of damage reduction, a little bit of dodge. I like it's a combination of like dodge increase, and then like if you successfully dodge, there's a 30% chance of increasing your own skill damage. 30% chance, man. I mean, dodging isn't too common, so it should be guaranteed. I already had this one, the ghost one, and I don't think I had anything else over here. So I have 3 things. I'm not going to get rid of the ice one, but I could get rid of those 3, but I will think a little bit better about it. I don't think I would play a psychic type Pokemon in the future, but this thing is actually so good, like 15% max HP, 20% res. It's perfect for tanks, but I'm not sure if I would ever use this. And let's go to the star plates, and holy, okay, there's a lot of stuff going on over here. I only had like 1 or 2. I can see some electric ones. That's what I would be aiming for. I wanted an electric one. And let me show you guys something that I believe it's okay to share. So let's go. So about these stones, I was a little bit unlucky over here on the stones, but there have been people that already have been like very lucky, and oh my god, those effects can actually be game changing. Let's take a look, for example, at this one, which is a rock type, so it would be good for a Diancie, for example. And so, first of all, the last one, it's critical, increases your own crit by 20%, so it helps you actually landing those crits. But this is not the greatest thing. You'd be like, okay, but my Pokemon might have a lot of crit, but the thing is, it also has a quick attack, which is 15% chance of moving again after a crit. This is a purple, this can be gold, which would have more chance to move again after a crit. So imagine like you're playing your own battle and you just move again just because you critted on the enemy, and that can actually be game changing. There's a couple of other ones, so this was all shared on the VIP chat of the Discord. So this was Renox, Happy, and this one I think is Happy's screenshot. And Holy Land, all of your Pokemon's damage reduction taken. 10% damage reduction for everybody, and this is for a steel types, which means that either a sword or a shield can use this and give damage reduction for the whole team. Amazing, amazing. Then we also have the same thing for the flying type. This means that you can have like a Resonance Ho-Ho that, for those who watch the stream, apparently Resonance Ho-Ho cannot die anymore unless he moves. So, hello, more damage reduction for your team, awesome. And even this one, I'm so jealous of this one. I'm honestly so jealous of this one. Rising Star on an electric type. After a kill, own skill damage and damage reduction increased by 15%, up to 5 times. This effect is triggered every round. Now, what I am thinking, it says that this effect is triggered every round. I am thinking that, well, it triggers once and then it disappears. I'm not sure, I could not test this yet. But the thing is, there's 5, like, in battle, 5 Pokemons can die, technically. So that's why this can trigger up to 5 times. So then again, if 5 Pokemons die, the battle ends, because then there's only 1 Pokemon alive. So I'm not sure why it's triggering up to 5 times. But hey, I believe this is for each Pokemon that dies, you get like a lot of damage reduction. And for those who know, I love Raikou, and Raikou's passive, you already get a lot of damage reduction. Pair that with a Ho-Oh that will give damage reduction to Raikou, and another extra damage reduction everywhere. There's a lot of possibilities with those stones, but the problem is we need to be lucky with those, because there's no way to change the skills that you get. You actually would need to, like, for example, combine 3 of those that are useless for you and make a new one. So, and you would need to be lucky for that. Sadly, that's the only way, but hey, these things can actually be game-changing. And that was it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck on the merges. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll leave you guys on the next video.